Weighing at a combined weight of 360 pounds, they are the WGUR Tag Team Champions of the World, The Frigg Show! Well, everyone, we happen to be back.
I think we needed a more epic return than that, though. I think
Well, we do, but don't worry, we will be making a new sweeper and intro soon.
Yes,
Yes.
With my brand new recording equipment that I got for Christmas. Woohoo!
So you have to say it right.
Yes. Woohoo!
No.
Woo! Woo! We're not Ric Flair here.
Well, wheel, but...
Yeah. So,
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Frigg Show. This is our final season.
so
Yeah.
while our
Preface.
while our first season was mostly full of bad impressions and jokes that we thought were funny.
Hey, old man Wilkins.
What do you want from me? Where's Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah, a lot of Rodney Dangerfield.
Yes, but this season will probably be mostly full of
Bad impressions.
bad impressions, obscure wrestling references, and bad puns. Probably a lot of bad
Most
puns.
likely.
Yeah. So
Be prepared for that. Like, prepare your ear holes for that.
So welcome to the show, everyone. I'm glad you could make it. This is our last season, and unfortunately, we couldn't get fireworks in the studio, or we would have done it for our premiere of the final season. We've been canceled, I'm afraid.
Well, I mean, like, we're not saying we didn't get fireworks in the studio. I mean, there's a box sitting back there.
Don't know. There's other exec staff people in the lobby. Let's not scare them to death by telling them the truth.
I mean, all it is a box full of wolf snaps.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, just light them up. Light them all up at once. See what happens.
Yeah, just take it.
We'll do that during a song break, but
It was like the San Diego fireworks fiasco.
exactly. We'll make that happen right here in the studio.
20-minute show went off in 34 seconds.
You know what? Here. I'm gonna issue a challenge.
Challenge accepted?
We have a YouTube channel,
Yes, we do.
and we're gonna put at least highlights from our shows probably on our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we get 20 million subscribers by the end of the semester, we will light a firework in here.
Hold on there, PewDiePie. Hold on there.
Alex, I'm setting the standard so ridiculous so we don't have to do it.
Yes, but still, I think it'd be ridiculous even if we got to 1 million.
Okay, fine. 1 million. 1 million's our goal. 1 million subscribers
I have
on YouTube.
I have no idea where we're at the moment.
We're probably at like 10.
5.
So search for The Frigg Show on YouTube, subscribe, and we might light fireworks here if we get to 1 million. Which our broadcast range is far less than 1 million, so we might not
Quite.
ever get to do that.
True.
But that's okay. All right, well.
No, it's going to be interesting having a final season on the air, don't you think?
Yes.
We're having to pull out all the stops.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I was thinking earlier today about how much we've changed since freshman year. Like, for example, the first promo video we ever made for this show was god-awful.
Which one was that?
Oh, gosh, I don't even remember. But I remember we did the parkour video.
I remember that one.
And we did that video for Hope's class, and so that was just god-awful, shot with my MacBook Air's webcam.
I remember it. That was when we found out that me just hitting the table hard enough could make it stop.
Yes.
Sponsored by Orange Mio. Not really. But it's like, and bam!
Boom. And then the next
Stop.
year, I still used my MacBook to record stuff and a GoPro, which I had, but we also had we were slightly better at editing. And
Then we created Lockerly Arboretum.
yes, which was also freshman year.
I mean, that was freshman year, but still.
Yeah, and then junior year, we really
Junior year was Arboretum too.
yes, and we kind of picked up the slack slowly with that. We made a lot better videos. We each did some separate video projects. You did a web series. I worked for the news station.
Exactly.
And now look at us. We're making a documentary together.
Woot.
My, how times have changed.
My goodness.
Yes. And we're also making another web series,
Hey.
which we should plug shamelessly.
Shamelessly, without remorse, with reckless abandon.
So, if you're scouring the YouTube pages at some point anytime, make sure you check out Win in Millie. It's not going to be out for another month at least, but
keep
an eye
keep
open.
them peepers out for it.
We'll probably post it on our personal Facebook page and maybe on the Frigg Show page, because why not?
But as we all know, 2 days ago was Groundhog Day, which means that Bill freaking Murray had a wonderful time.
Of course he did. He's actually still living it.
Yeah, so it's quite unfortunate, actually.
Yeah, he's aging faster than the rest of us just because Groundhog Day keeps happening over and over again for him.
But so as we all know, the National Groundhog Day celebration does happen in now forgive me for butchering this pronunciation here, but it's Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
You know Pennsylvania. You should know how.
Yes, I know I say Schuylkill. And
Punxsutawney's.
Yeah, Punxsutawney.
Punxsutawney. It looks like Punxsutawney.
CM Punxsutawney.
CM Punxsutawney. I like it.
Anyway, in Pennsylvania, the Groundhog Day celebration came where Phil, the Pennsylvania groundhog,
of course,
comes out and he sees his shadow. And this is coming from a very reputable source. I will reveal it at the end of this article.
Of course, yeah, but I mean, you can trust these people. They're one of the best news sources in America.
Exactly, it's not NBC.
Wow.
I don't endorse that statement. I'm just making a joke.
Fair enough. Yeah, it was just a joke.
So, Phil woke from his slumber that early morning, peered directly into his soul, and saw a mere pathetic shadow of the rodent he once was.
Wow. That got dark real fast.
And all he could think was, my God, is this who I am now? Is this what I've become? And that's what he told the reporters. Yeah. And as he was staring hopelessly out into the pale morning light near his pen. And he said, there was a time when my world was spring eternal, bright and without gloom. But that was long, long ago. And I'm afraid. And the rodent then sighed, lifted himself from his confines, and mustered the strength to perform his little song and dance for the excited locals.
So...
Also, if you can guess where this article came from, 5 points to you and possibly a cookie.
Yeah, so you can call us and try to guess at 478-445-1694. Don't Google it.
Nope.
So, the shadow that he saw was within himself.
Exactly.
That's deep.
Of the rodent he once was.
That's like Jaden Smith deep. That's so deep.
It's so deep that it actually creates Wi-Fi signals in your forehead.
It's so... I was going to say...
You get that eyebrow raise and like that.
I'm going to say there's no standing up in that pool anymore. It's so deep.
Yep.
Boom. Roasted. So...
Roasted, just like... Never mind.
Alex Johnston, more like...
I'm listening.
The only thing I can think of I can't say on air, so we're going to move on.
We're going to move along. Love you, Benny.
I hope you're happy.
I am happy.
Good. So...
Yes, so... Phil the groundhog is having some issues.
Yeah, so not only do we have 6 more weeks of winter, but he's also very depressed, and we should maybe get him some help.
I think so. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, some nice therapy.
But for moving groundhogs, we're going to talk about selfies. Wait, what in the world kind of transition was that?
Well, as you know, we live in a very narcissistic culture today, and WWE superstar Tyler Breeze completely exemplifies that culture in his character, which is why everyone loves him except Vince McMahon. Mm-hmm. So, recently, the only thing people love more than themselves, in certain areas at least, is their horses.
And pictures of themselves with their horses.
Yes, well, anyway, so that prize-winning horse... There was a prize-winning horse. Where was this?
This is in Wales.
In Wales, a prize-winning...
Wales!
Someone decided to take a selfie with a prize-winning horse as it whinnied.
And then that selfie then won a contest.
Yes.
So, the man that owns this horse in Wales is claiming that she deserves some of the recognition and credit from the man that won the contest with her horse.
Because the selfie was taken, quote-unquote, without consent, or at least submitted without consent.
And what's funny is that this guy, his name is David Belize, and his son Jacob, they had the selfie, and they won this contest, and they won a vacation worth £2,000, which is about $2,884 American. But then when the horse's owner, Nicola Mitchell, learned that this person won, she said that the man should have asked for her permission for the snapshot.
Kind of a gray area, if you think about it.
It is very gray. And she said, I was really annoyed to hear that he had won a £2,000 holiday and had used a picture of our horse without our permission. And this is what she told The Guardian. And he should have asked for our consent, and there should be some token gesture, as it is our horse that has really won them the holiday. Plus, she said if she had known about the competition, she could have taken the photo herself.
Yes, unfortunately, according to the man who took the selfie, since the prize was not cash but an actual vacation, he can't really share it. Unless she wants to go along with him, which could, create a very good romantic comedy.
It could, yes. And even the company that sponsored this competition, called Thompson Holidays, said despite questions over full play, Mr. Belize and his family will be getting the $2,000 holiday prize they won after entering the competition. hoof a great holiday.
Eat your heart out, Benedict Esposito.
We love you.
So
even the company said, too bad. Sucks to be you.
Yep. So I see another article about the delicious new thing that I love at the bottom there that we might need to look at later.
Are you talking about sticks made of cheese?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and, I'm going to intro this. And this is not sponsored. I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. We're not going to promote this necessarily.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you to do this. But just stating a fact, I had McDonald's mozzarella sticks during the break many, many times.
I see.
And the fact that I had them many, many times should tell you my opinion on them. However, their marinara sauce. Let's talk about their marinara sauce. Because you know how, ranch is delicious, right?
Well, I don't eat ranch that often, but when I do have it, it is pretty good.
Yeah, ranch is good. But have you ever had it from, say, I don't know, Chick-fil-A or a really cheap wing place?
Nope.
Okay, that's...
My frequency of eating ranch is about once every 5 years.
Fair enough. Well, there's a really cheap buttermilk ranch that some places use, and it just tastes terrible. And it seems like McDonald's uses the marinara sauce equivalent,
buttermilk marinara,
essentially, of that. Just the fact that it's so low quality, you can taste it. Not that the cheese sticks are great quality either, but at least they taste fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, the marinara needs some work. And they only give you 3, which is a bummer. I would love to have more than 3 cheese sticks.
But as we said before the song break, we have another story about food. Caleb, how much do you think you can eat in one sitting?
Let's see. Judging by the last time I had a quarter-pound hamburger, I would say, about 3/8 of a pound worth,
3/8 of a pound?
Yeah, maybe a half pound if I'm feeling lucky.
Say it's dinner time and you haven't eaten since morning.
Dinner time and I haven't eaten since morning. Yeah, maybe
a good pound of food.
Yeah, maybe a half pound burger and some heavily baconed fries.
I could probably eat a whole heavy D from burritos and the chips.
Okay.
Hi there, everyone. We have a very special guest in the studio. Do you want us to use your real name or your stage name?
No, it'll just be Ian.
We have Ian McNeil in the studio, everyone.
How's it going, Bob Kittens and Villains? Once again, coming from you from 95.3 FM. It is Ian McNeil, the newsman. And I'm telling you that I could probably eat a heavy D Burritos burrito and the whole bag of chips. I would want to say a small cheese dip, but I think that's pushing it, And
then me personally, I say, if you gave me a good, if you give me a good bowl of noodles with a little bit of meat, kind of like a good bowl of ramen. Kind of like a bowl of ramen.
Okay.
And not like the Maruchan ramen, legit ramen.
Yeah, legit that you see on the side of the sidewalk, that some dude that looks like that he's trained under some kind of ancient samurai guy, and he just knows exactly how to cut the noodles, and the things that aren't in the United States.
Very true.
Yes.
And that would be a good maybe a quarter of a pound, half a pound.
Yeah.
But there is a guy from Singapore. His name is Zermatt Neo. I love him just... Zermatt Neo.
Zermatt.
Okay. And I just love that his name is Neo, because he's the one. He's the one that eats 8 pounds of chicken and rice, and then still has a 6-pack after this.
Yes, he shows off his tight abs after he ate 8 pounds of chicken and rice.
Is this his protein plan or something?
Yeah, well, Neo...
this dude was a personal trainer turned competitive eater.
So he...
What a change.
What a change, am I right?
Yeah, so he literally went completely reversed, and he went from... this complete health nut to, I'm going to eat 8 pounds of chicken and rice. And so he still looks fantastic. His metabolism is to die. I would kill for that metabolism.
I just want to know what all those former clients are thinking that couldn't make it through his training sessions, and they see him on TV eating ungodly amounts.
I'm betting afterwards he looks right at the camera and goes, "Now you have no excuse."
That would be the best P90X commercial of all time. I would pay for that subscription if it was that long of a process. I go fail at the gym, then the guy is on TV, pitches P90X, goes, "No excuses, P90X. You can eat 8 pounds of beef, yeah."
I'd be like, wow, if I could still eat
the background.
If I could still eat 8 pounds of food and still, look like that, I'm like, well, where's that workout program? They're coming up with a show where personal trainers get to the weight of the clients they're working with so they can understand better what they're going through, which that kind of fluctuation sounds really dangerous to me. But
I don't know, if you consider kind of the transformations that some Hollywood movie actors are willing to go through.
True.
To like Christian Bale, for instance. Like
Christian Bale. Jeez.
Like Christian Bale in The Dark Knight, you have him, and he's ripped and really well fit, in shape, or either that or American Psycho.
But then even when he went to the prison stuff, like, he had to regress that. Hugh Jackman for Les Mis. Good Lord, like, he changed dramatically.
Well,
and then came back. He's like, "What's up? I'm Australian," and ripped.
He was feeling it, and what was so cool, I thought, was about Christian Bale was not only was he willing to go from being more of like a bulky kind of weight to becoming more lean for maybe like a role such as the American Psycho, but he's also willing to go in the other direction. And if you saw him in what was the film, American Hustle.
Yeah.
He gained like 75, 80 pounds for that role. I mean, that shows some kind of odd dedication. But who's the guy that you call to help you work that out? Like, you get to call the personal trainer.
Probably a dietitian.
A dietitian?
So, like, you can gain healthy weight, not just pack on fat.
Do you think that there's some kind of feud between the dietitians that dedicate their lives to helping people become healthy people, and then there are the other edgy dietitians like, I'm gonna help celebrities get fat. You think there's something
there's probably some kind of market for that.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Oprah.
Though I'm betting the dietitians are a little more worried about liposuction doctors right now.
Probably, yeah. Remember, the solution is not to stick a needle in you and just suck it out. Hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
Woo.
Because that's not healthy to have that happen necessarily.
Exactly.
So,
you know what time it is?
I believe the very soft intro in the background is telling us that it's time for America's favorite game show.
Well, what could that be?
Well, I suppose it could be Jeopardy!
No.
Okay, perhaps Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is
Definitely not.
Okay, what about Wheel of Fortune? I like Wheel
What? It's not Family Feud either.
But Steve Harvey!
No. It
Wait.
is.
Where in the world is Caleb's Fez? Of course it is. I always
in a live studio with one person in the background.
I always forget that 12 people in the world like Where in the World is Caleb's Fez, which is more than any other game show at the moment. So,
exactly.
Let's move on.
So now we are going to play the game as we always do.
Yes.
Caleb is going to tell you 3 things.
3 hints about where my Fez could be and what it might be doing.
But there's something about these hints.
One of them is a lie, because I'm a horrible person.
Quite.
So, the 3 hints for where my Fez could be. Number 1.
Let us know.
Popeye's chicken.
Now I'm hungry.
That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes.
Yes, you can figure that one out.
Right.
Yes.
Number 2.
Number 2. I haven't really thought of these yet, so give me a moment. I just thought of the where he is.
Moment given.
Okay. Number 2. We've already talked about a similar subject earlier in the show.
I see.
Yes.
So that's the hint. We've already talked about this kind of subject earlier.
Yes.
Next hint. Final hint.
Number 3. The city is historically known for selling wheatgrass.
That sounds very specific.
Yes, it is oddly specific indeed, isn't it?
Yes, and if you can Google that, I mean, you'll find the place. I promise you that. But
so, I believe we give them a song break to try to guess.
Yes, we do.
And if you want to guess, you can call us at 478-445-1694. You won't win anything, but
except our appreciation and possibly a hug.
Yes, a hug
from Ian.
We're going to especially volunteer Ian McNeil, the newsman, to give you your hug.
Yes. So now, as an appropriate title for a thinking song, we're going to give you Clocks by Coldplay. See, as the clock ticks and you think.
Does that sound anything like the Jeopardy song?
Maybe. If you like the sound, close
enough.
Okay.
Coldplay's Clocks coming up, one of the most beautiful songs ever written, not by me.
Hooray! Welcome back, everyone.
Everyone.
Exactly.
So
it's my friend Lev and everyone.
Wonderful. So welcome back
to be like lovely everyone, everyone.
So welcome back to Where in the World. Before Alex makes anyone else uncomfortable, welcome back to Where in the World is Caleb's Fez. So
everyone.
No one called in during the break, but that
made us very sad. But you know what?
That's just because I made my hints super difficult this week.
Yes, but the only place you can actually buy wheatgrass is online.
So that you ratted me out. That's the lie.
Well, big surprise, everyone.
Oh
no.
So my fez is actually in Coushatta, Louisiana.
I do have to ask you. Your fez has a recent history of being very violent. What is it doing in Coushatta, Louisiana?
Well, my fez may be a violent sociopath, but it has a heart too.
A black one.
But still, and he
As black as his tassels.
racist. So he.
Whoa!
So
The tassels are in fact black.
So he's attending a very, very special wedding.
Is it his own wedding?
No, it is not.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's not even the wedding of a human being.
Oh,
It's the wedding of a pony.
I see.
You see,
Wait, a pony.
yes, you see, 5-year-old Gabe Bush wanted to throw a wedding for his pony Butterball because his grandfather wanted to breed her.
Okay, sounds reasonable.
And his mother said, and I quote, "My mom taught me how you got to get married before you have babies."
Okay, so he's just following what his parents have taught him.
Yes.
That's fine for a child.
And so, because of this, Butterball, his pony, is now getting married before they start breeding her.
Fantastic. That's really good. That's cute.
And she's a lucky lady.
Really?
Yes. The horse that she's going to marry is named Mr. Big Stuff.
Excuse me?
Mr. Big Stuff. I'll leave that
Oh.
right there where it is, but she's quite the lucky lady, and I'd like to wish Mr. and Mrs. Stuff a very happy marriage.
Well,
I wonder what Thanksgiving's like at that place.
Yeah, what is Thanksgiving like at that place? A lot of stuffing, I'm guessing.
It would be funny if they didn't like stuffing.
Yeah, that would be funny. Well,
sorry, I felt a slight twinge of my vampiric self coming through.
of course, well,
But I wasn't going to let that happen.
fair enough. Well, we've learned something about him today.
Yes.
And that has been this week's edition of Where in the World is Caleb's Fez? Authorities, this week you don't need to go after him because he's just at a wedding. But remember, next time, if something is going wrong,
You may not be that lucky.
wait until...
What was
wow,
that?
okay, well... Next time, wait until I tell you the answer. I always give the answer. They always go after him right after I give the hints. Wait until you have the answer.
I see.
But the authorities probably aren't listening because they're out looking for him.
Exactly. Well,
So-
Caleb, I think you and I need to go and let these other guys get back in.
Yes, so anyway, we are going to return momentarily to The Frigg Show. Goodbye. All right.
So I just blacked out for the past 12 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I think that guy knocked you out with a steel chair.
Probably. No, but you were telling me about some story you had about something with a guitar, kind of like how Ian's playing in the background. By the way, lovely background music from our wonderful news manager and guitarist Ian McNeil.
Yes.
Can you do that through there?
Possibly.
Alex,
Yes.
at 3 today,
At 3.
Wendy's chicken nuggets in the clubhouse.
I saw that.
I'm
Don't
excited.
Worry. Don't worry. I got out of class round 2.
Perfect. So, I'll make sure to get those after my meeting. So, anyway, I got a. You know, I like to name my instruments, right?
Yeah. So you have a Stormageddon.
Yeah.
Ladasha.
I had Ladasha, and most recently I had
Caroline.
Yeah, and I had Sarah Jane. But recently, I've gotten guitars and instruments, and because Tabitha does this, I've decided to name all my instruments after the first letter of their brand. I use that as the first letter of their
Makes
name.
sense. So if it was a Gibson, it would be like Gary.
Yeah, something like that. That's a fine example. And
If it was a Les Paul, it'd be Larry.
so I recently
No one with Y's, apparently.
So I recently just got a new guitar.
And his name is John C.
No, just kidding. I didn't. It's an Epiphone. His name is Enoch. But I decided I'm gonna give my old Jay Terzer to Tabitha because she needs an electric guitar,
Yeah.
and he needs a good home.
Yeah.
So
Homeless guitar, new goods home.
yes, but the brand name is Jay Terzer, and we were talking about what to name it, and I suggested, but for obvious reasons, she didn't want to do that. But we had a long and thoughtful conversation, and we took a few days to think about it, and she came up with a brilliant idea. So now she has her new Jay Terzer.
And his name is John Stamos. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to.
That's actually a really good name for a guitar.
It is. It's not actually what she named it. I just wanted to do that.
What did she name it?
She named it Jeremiah, but
I really
Yeah.
wanted you to end it with the John Cena, but
I'm not gonna put the audience through that.
fine.
3 John Cenas is enough for one day.
How many John Cenas can you get through? Too many John Cenas.
So much.
we got to really come up with the proper algorithm to determine how much John Cena people can handle in one day on one program. Because let's just face it, the John Cena kind of
Cena-mania is running
the Cena
wild.
mania on popular media sites are now starting to ensure that not only will you come into contact with the John Cena theme
Meme.
song at one point in your day, you will probably come in contact with this at least 2 or 3 times a day. If you're an avid YouTuber, probably 4 or 5.
Most likely. Kind of like Rickrolling back in the day.
Oh, it's definitely like a Rickroll.
It is the new Rick roll.
It's the John Cena roll.
So Niga Higa was wrong in saying that Rick rolling is the new Rick roll because
It's
John
John
Cena's
Cena.
the new Rick roll.
Yeah.
But then again, how long ago did you make that video?
Oh, it was a while.
Niga Higa was putting out, content people cared about. So.
Whoa!
Oh, boom roasted. I still love him.
Yeah. But Caleb, we have 1 minute, and you know what that means. We have to do our ending.
Yes, but first we missed a very important segment.
I know, but we don't have the time.
We don't have the time.
We don't have the time.
So
We
if
were
you're
talking
curious,
about-
about celebrity birthdays, we might post something about it on our Facebook.
Look it up. It is the Frigg Show with 2 G's.
Frigg Show with 2 G's, just like our YouTube channel. Make sure you look that up. The show
Frigg.
highlights of the show will
Dang.
end up on there very soon.
Yes. So, so instead of saying like an actual time, let's say lunchtime. Okay.
Well, I mean, we're about to hit noon in like 25 seconds.
Oh yeah, but do we need to have like 20 seconds of padding?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Or
all
if you want to, we can sing the padding song. Ready?
padding, 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 filler, 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 filler.
You realize we're supposed to do cover night again, right?
Yeah, but well, now we're doing cover morning. So it
Padding,
works.
padding, padding.
All right, ready for this? Here we go. To close the show, finally, it's 12 o'clock, and you're listening to WGUR 95.3 The Noise, broadcasting from the campus of Georgia College in Milledgeville. And this is The Frigg Show. If you smell... Sorry, I got a little carried away.
You're Caleb Tillman, not The Rock.
Fair enough.
You're Tillman Blackstone, not The Rock.
Don't bring my ring name into this. I haven't debuted yet. So, Ian's laughing at me in the
Beautiful,
background.
beautiful.
But we're going to close the show the way we always do with a little Colony
Well,
House.
I mean, we always closed it with Careless Whisper into Danger Zone, and we're working on that.
Well, we'll try to get that back in here.
We're working on it.
But our filler has been, for the past couple of seasons, Colony House's Silhouettes. So, until next week at the same time, new time, every week, Thursday at 11 a.m., we will see you
Next
soon.
week.
And you can follow me on Twitter at
By the way,
Caleb
if you see us on
Tillman 12.
campus, hug us.
Yes, please give us hugs and tell us we're pretty, because I need that today. Woo! Goodbye, everyone.